Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building a Zelda Adventure Map. As always, I am joined by Tennessee Gaming.
What's up?
And iDead Online.
How goes it, guys?
We have a really awesome episode for you guys today. We've been hard at work and completed the rough draft for the outlying paths. And today we're going to kind of break out into our own groups and work on some of the buildings and landmark features that we are going to be adding to the map today.
Great explanation, man. That was beautiful.
Thank you. So let's take a look at where we're going to all be working today. Now, over here down towards the bottom, I'm going to be working on, I'm going to bring up the map on my screen here and show I'm going to be working on the bottom area on the left with the little troughs and the chicken house. If you played the game, that's where you have all the chickens in the house, and we might even make a mini game out of it. And slightly above that, Tennessee Gaming. What are you gonna work on?
I'm gonna work on the little first. I guess that looks like a small shed, blue roofed house right there. Where I'm talking about it, I'll throw the map on there. I'll try to draw a red circle around it. It's got the bushes all around it. I'm gonna try to get this house done and start working on the center right there where the weather main and the little benches and stuff are. If we got time for this episode, and go from there.
Excellent. And iDead Online, he's going to be my next door neighbor. You're going to be working on over here.
You're damn straight. I'm going to be working on the hall over here. The one with all the jars and all the bushes that everyone loves to go raiding for the rupees. Yes, it's rhyming day today with the raiding for the rupees. Little did you know. But yes, we're going to be working on this bit, and then maybe if I'm lucky, I'll move on to the other house just slightly up to the northeast, I believe, of where I am at the moment, to do the little bit of fencing around there if I have time. But we'll see at the end of the episode where we will manage to get to, I guess, and then we can sort of meet up, discuss what kind of issues we've had and where we managed to get to. And obviously then that way, everyone can remember just to check out each other's videos, because obviously each of us are going to have our own audio for this one. So everyone's going to be doing their own bit. So it's worth checking out everyone's. Awesome.
So guys,
anyway,
let's break out to make our own buildings, and we'll meet back with iDead and Tennessee Gaming at the end.
Cool, man. See you soon.
All right, welcome back, guys. We see a wild Tennessee Gaming out there doing work. We're all doing work here, busy. And let's get started on our part. Now, here in the video, I'm going to just show you a zoomed in section of the map, what we're going to be working on. And let's get started with the hedges on the top perimeter. This is pretty simple. We kind of worked out the design a little bit in the first episode, if you saw that. If not, check it out. So let's we're gonna do cobblestone and with leaves on top. That makes pretty good type of hedge. Alright, great. So we got all the hedge done here. Now let's start looking at the fence. So the fence was already placed down here, which is perfect. Now we just want to work on the design. Now we could see from the picture, let me just bring this up here for me as well, that the fencing, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the picture. I'll probably bring it up on the screen here as well for you guys. So the fencing starts with two posts here, and we're probably going to want to just use some kind of, let's see what we got for wood here. An NEI. There's some dead wood, don't like it. Sacred oak wood. Don't want to go too sacred oaky, right? I think just good old fashioned oak wood. Let's see how this looks. I think that's a pretty good look for it. And then it has like a little bit of a space and then another post here. So what we could do is use the fencing, the left click, I'm sorry, to disconnect them from each other. So we have the option there. So we could do this kind of pattern where we have the thick post here with the oak wood. And now I'm not entirely happy with how these look without a texture. Let's see how the oak wood planks texture looks on the in-between here. It looks okay. There's sacred oak wood planks, I believe. Yeah, these have a different type of texture. Let's see here. And it's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? So we could just stick with oak wood and just go along here and change the, and just alternate it to have these thick posts. Alright, now let's pop some planks here, or logs, into the thick posts. Beautiful. And let's get the oak wood planks in here. Okay, so let's take a look, and I think that gives a great look at, very similar to what is in the map here. Alright, so now we got, there's a 1 block space here, and then we have some bushes. I think there's a 1 block space here as well. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So it looks like 2, 3, 4. Right. The bushes are going to be here, and they go all the way up to this location. So that's a lot of bushes. And I'm going to come up here with a design using these prisms, what are they called? The carpenter's wedge slope. If you hold shift and use your scroll wheel, you could change them into different shapes. And I was thinking of like a diamond type shape. What if we turn that? Let's see. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we could pop that here. Let's turn that so it connects that way. Huh, that gives it a kind of a bushy kind of look. Those leaves are horrendous. Oh my god, get that out of here as quickly as possible. Okay, so guys, we got all the bushes laid out, and the problem just jumping right out at me. This looks like one big thing. So, solution I thought of, I pulled out all the different types of leaves from NEI. Now, there are some that look too thin, and it wouldn't look like a bush, like these willow leaves we'll get rid of. Actually, the thickest looking leaves that I see will be these palm, the sacred oak, these jungle leaves, the mahogany. These look like the thickest ones, yeah. So let's try and like alternate these. That looks great. Let's put one here, like that. Oops. Let's skip one here. Now let's put some of these sacred oaks. Yeah, this is giving us some definitions that there's different ones. Let's put in some of the jungle. And throw these mahogany in there. Okay, this is better. There's like a nice element of randomness to it. But I wanted to have a little topper, kind of like the stem, sort of. So I grabbed some of these yellow wool covers. You can't do it in creative mode. You have to go to survival. Oh my god, I just killed myself. So in survival, let's pop in and let's grab a saw. Yes, guys, only Space Nerd could kill himself in a creative series. Life finds a way. So let's break these down into the covers and then into the strips, and then we could break them down further into the corners. And now what we do with these micro blocks in the center, we could place, we have to hold shift, place 4 of them in the center here, and that makes a nice little, let's go back to creative plus, that makes a nice little center point, and further individualizing each little piece. So let's run through all of these. Now there's the yellow wool, and I think that would the best option. I was thinking about the green wool, but I thought it would just blend in too much and make it look like one big bush rather than individual bushes. It's a lot of thought that goes into making bushes. Never really paid much attention, but it's things, these little details, these tiny little things, that's gonna make your builds go from, oh look, there's one giant bush ugly thing that kind of looks like it, to having a nice detailed piece that is really going to shine. Okay, so we got that going. Already got a lot of definition. Next thing I want to go for here is there's like a little grassy patch here, and I'll just go ahead and use some, let's go to creative plus, let's go with some grass. That works. And let's clear the NEI and see what kind of flowers we could use. I want something whitish. Ooh, Azure Blue A. I guess that's how you say it. Looks pretty good. Oxide Daisy might be an option. What else we got in the flower department? These are double tall, I believe. Yeah. Don't want double tall. Let's see what Biomes of Plenty offers us here. Oh, what's this? White anemones? Maybe. Glow flowers possible. Lily of the Valley. Take a look at that. Ooh, and we might even throw in some of these berry bush and bush here. What's that? Portobello? Nah. Okay. Let's see what we got. Here's the bush. Let's put these like that as compared to the grass. I think I like the grass better because it blends. The bush blends too much with that. Alright, and let's see the flowers. We got the white, or the Azure Blue A. Here's some Oxide Daisies. Oxide Daisy might be the most matchy with the map, but let's take a look at some other options. White anemone, I don't like. Nah. Last piece of grass there. There we go. How about, what else? The Lily of the Valley. What you all about? Oops. Oh, that's pretty nice. But I think I'm gonna stick with the Azure Blue A. Let's do that. And let's put a piece of grass there. That'll do it for the next section. Now let's work on the top here. We got some water troughs. So let's see how many. Let's count here how far from the edge. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, and then the 6th block it starts. Let's grab a piece of oak wood, or sacred oak will work for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block. Here's where the trough begins. Now let's go back to survival and let's see what we could do with the hacksaw again. We can't cut up the sacred oak. Let's go with regular oak then. Alright. This we can. Let's go with some covers. Alright, back to Creative Plus. So let's see, we're gonna want a bottom to it, and we're gonna go with it. It looks like it's about 3 blocks. Yeah, it looked like they're 3 by 2 actually. Let's go 3 by 2. And now this will go like a so. And let's grab some more grass to replace this. Okay. Now let's go this way. Alright, so here we have kind of like a trough thing going. Now we have a problem where we won't be able to put water if we have it in the block. So let's get rid of these for right now. And fill in the trough. Alright, so now the second trough, just like that. Just repeat what we did on over there. And actually we could get rid of the micro blocks here. Try and not use micro blocks too much. Alright, and fill in the bottom. Okay, and the front part. So now I believe there's going to be a space here, but I'm going to take that artistic liberty. And now let's try and get some little stands that are on it going with the saw again. Let's go with some slabs, cut those in half to strips, and again into these corners. Let's see how this looks. Ah, we can't put it against the side here. That's an issue. Okay. What if we went with, instead of the slabs, let's go with these panel posts, I believe they're called. Can we do anything there? No. Interesting problem. Alright, let's try go back to Creative Plus. Let's get rid of this. And let's grab these slab corners like that. And here. And now will you let me place? No. Why you no let me place? Well, you know what, guys? We're not gonna have that little tiny detail. Big deal. Let's grab some water source blocks. Fill this guy in. That works for me. Yeah. Alright, there's a dirt patch here, and I found a really good block to use that. I think it's this hardened sand. Yeah, here it is. Now let's see how we're going to want to do that. That's going to be a run along the same line here. And it's going to have about a 3 block. Alright, we could do it like that. Alright, let's do it this way. This will be the area. But we're looking here into the in the map. There has like a texture on it. So what I want to do is grab some carpenter's collapsible blocks and place those down first. And also what I want to do is put grass blocks in the middle just to give it less of a square shape. Okay, and now we'll fill this in with these guys. Oh, did I put a block in the block? That's crazy. Alright, now fill these guys with the hardened sand. And yeah, that is giving it a great look. Perfect. So we're going to want some of it poking up and some of it going down. Let's grab a hammer. Put that right over there. Now can I bring some of it up? Oops. Okay, just a random go through it. And we're going to want to bring that up a little bit. Now let's put in some more carpenter's blocks on the top so we have areas that go up. Just like that, not too many. Just smack it down. Bring up some corners here so it blends. Kind of a tedious process, but it's worth it. And that's a lot of work for nothing. Let's just pop that in there. And it kind of looks bad, doesn't it? Alright, so we have a little bit of a texture adding here. Just smack it down a little more. Very cool, very cool. Alright, we got some more grass and azure bleuet to place over here. Let's just go like so. And grab that. Where did I put the azure bleuet? Let's grab it from here. Here we go. And this area here is where we're going to build our house. So I'm going to work out the foundation size because it's running a little bit long here. And I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so the house should be a simple affair. I got where everything should be. And we're going to go with oak. Now it looks like it's going to be, the walls are going to be 3 high here. And this center area, we're going to have a 2x2 door. And this is going to be like an accent piece that goes around. Actually probably goes, yeah, just like that. We'll work out the details in a moment, but let's bring up the walls here. And we're going to leave the corner pieces empty for a second because we're going to do a little trick with the carpenter's blocks again. Let's grab our wedge slope. That's the wrong kind. It's just a regular wedge slope. Perfect. And we're going to round out our corners. Okay. Looks like Tennessee Gaming has been doing some work over there. I don't know if you saw that little sneak peek. In a moment, we're going to all come back together and take a look at what we've all been doing. So we'll round out these corners. And we want a darker shade of wood that's going to go on the top. And a different shade of oak, I'm going to go probably with the sacred oak here. And do a round out job just like here and there. Okay, just to give it a different look. Perfect. Coming together swimmingly. We got the troughs, we got the little grassy area. This is looking absolutely wonderful right now. The grass is going to die down here. We may want to put a carpenter block with a regular grass and hope that the grass doesn't die like that. Because that would look kind of ugly. Having dead grass corners. That's not what I'm willing to do. Come on. You know me, guys. I'm Space Nerd. Now, on the top, let's go with a... Maybe a spruce wood? Is that spruce? Spruce, that's a little darker than I like. Let's just search for wood. Something darker than oak or lighter than wood. What do we got? Palm wood. What do you look like, palm wood? That's too red. Pine wood. That looks too light. Actually, well, while we were thinking, let's go ahead and put a roof on this guy. And you might be wondering, Space, why are you putting carpenter's blocks? I'll tell you why in just a second. Because we can make them into half slabs. So if we try to use a wood that doesn't have half slabs, we could always make it half slabs anyways by smushing it down with a hammer. Okay. Let's do a smush job. Wrong way. Come on, guy. You have to do it this way? Alright, it needs a triple click each one. No problem. Actually, I think from this point on, it'll match it up automatically. Let's see if I'm right. This might be faster. Okay. Yep, this is working just fine. And I think I'm gonna go... Let's take a look at spruce wood real quick. That's a winner right there. That's almost exact. Get that out of there. Alright, let's fill these puppies in. Fix that. Awesome. So I think that's gonna do it for this piece. Let's fill in the parts we goofed on right here and here. And I am very happy with how this area came out. It is pretty much an exact 1-for-1. Yep, exact. So guys, let's head on over and meet back up with iDead and Tennessee Gaming and wrap up this episode.
Whew, alright, we're back here in the middle, guys. I got the two other crazy ones next to me. If you missed mine, we got kind of started a little bit. We're messing with the carpenter's blocks a whole lot, but I don't want to give a whole lot out. So I'll start with Space over here. What was your experience? How far did you get along? Because we didn't get a whole lot of your view on this.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I recorded about 40 minutes, so it was fun to edit. But we started off with the hedges. That went pretty quick. We just followed there. Then the next thing I kind of went through was the fence, and went with the carpenter's fence and having a little bit of a spacing. That went well. And I think the thing that I enjoy the most is finding the blocks and using the micro blocks. It really was a fun way to discover the different mods, and it's definitely worth a checking out.
Nice. And I did. Apparently, you had a little bit of trouble too. So, what was your experience trying to recreate this map?
Yeah, well, as people will see during the next episode, I've changed mine since we even finished the episode, since I like stopped recording as we came over to do this. I've already changed my build almost completely because we were trying to get as accurate as possible. I had some weird and wonderful issues, which caused me to have to rebuild some of it. But that'll be interesting for next episode. It was a lot of fun. I think it was quite interesting to get a feel for what it would be like to recreate like an 8-bit map in what feels like an 8-bit game of Minecraft. But yeah, it all went reasonably quite well, so I'm not going to complain. I think we've done a good job. I've had an opportunity to have a look at your guys' ones, which are quite impressive, and I definitely recommend that everyone goes and checks the videos out because you get to see their builds, which I've done my best not to really show anybody on my video. So they should definitely go check out Slims and obviously Spaces, Mr. TGs. And you know, I mean, you should check those out because they're definitely worth seeing. See what you guys have been up to and what craziness has been on. So I'm going to enjoy watching those videos later myself as well. So I think we've done quite well.
Yeah, I'll have to agree. I think from what I kind of sneak peeked a little bit. I think it's going to be awesome. And it's I did say, guys, go to space, go to I did, go to mine, look. Because each one of us is going to have our different little build, our different little audio, and you're going to miss something if you don't go and watch all 3 videos, guys. That's the whole purpose of this. This is a co-op build. You have to have the experience of each and every player here. Stick around for the next episode because it's going to get even a little bit crazier because we're going to start working on other buildings, possibly even talk a little bit about how we're going to do the mini games. But we'll get to that later. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoy.
Peace.
See ya.
All right.